Here's Watson on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Now Watson throwing on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson off play action. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Run. This is Jonathan Taylor, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Back to throw here. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll drop the throw. It's caught. Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. First and 10, Taylor now. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
First and 10.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. He'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Soon take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt. 3-yard return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the...
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
25-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
20-yard line.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going with it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
A loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And some space here.
Oh, that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. The big man P.J. Hall had the path to the QB there. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
The 11-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, it's Hines, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Blankenship out for the point after.
Extra point.
And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Colts 21, Texans nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Ben Banagoo make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Here's Campbell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Colts 28, Texans nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Cobb. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll pitch it back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Campbell making the catch. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and now it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes it in for a quick score. Jonathan Taylor, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Williams to return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
And they'll get into the end zone. A touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Colts 42, Texans nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man to the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first.
Pick up a 6.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Colts 49, Texans nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's 3rd down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a handoff, Taylor with it. A gain of 3, second down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7.
4-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now back to throw. We got possession on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
26-yard line.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Texans, nothing.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They'll try and run Taylor. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And this offense is running away with this one. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. What seems pretty obvious defensively, a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding, probably his agent, as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Watson now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Johnson on the counter. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Finding fouls complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 27-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. They go to Johnson again. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
3rd and long. It's Watson. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Yeah, maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. One last throw here for Watson. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
And he missed it. It wouldn't have mattered. They were going to lose either way, but the game ends strangely on a missed PAT.
Texans.
Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Colts, they continue to make their